Hey, you all, and good morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from my car. I have been in the Washington, D.C. area for, I believe it's been about a week now. I've stayed in the same location for quite some time, done a lot of filming in the Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area, which I hope you guys enjoyed. But now, it is time to move westward. The goal here is to make it to Transworld, the Halloween and haunted house convention that they have every year in St. Louis, Missouri. So we're gonna kind of wander westward. We're hopefully gonna see some cool things on the road to Transworld. Yes, we are officially on the road to Transworld. Again, the haunted house convention, one of my favorite events of the year. Got a collection of snacks waiting here for me. A lot of these, actually some of these are just snacks that hotels have given me as complimentary as I checked in, but I've not gotten around to eating them. I bought too many Pop-Tarts. Bought this giant box of Pop-Tarts when I was at Disney. I thought the girls would want some. They didn't eat a single one. So I'm stuck with a massive overabundance of strawberry Pop-Tarts. They're not even my favorite. I like cherry. But in my search for snacks, I found a few oddities that I wanted to go ahead and give a try to before we left. These really caught my eye. These are prime rib flavored potato chips that I got from 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven Select. So I guess this is a specialty item from 7-Eleven. So I love prime rib. I'm okay about chips. Oh, I noticed they got the horseradish here with the prime rib. I'm a big fan of horseradish, especially with prime rib. So I have no idea how these are even supposed to taste. They just smell like regular potato chips, but we'll see how prime rib-like they taste. Okay. Does taste like prime rib. Yeah, it does taste very, very beefy. Tastes like biting into a big chunk of beef somehow. That is weird. I mean, it's got a little bit of the like seasoning that you put on the outside of a prime rib, but surprisingly accurate. Oh, I also got these. I've had these before. It was a treat. These are hard to find. This is hers. Fire roasted sweet corn popcorn. It tastes exactly like corn on the cob. Popcorn. It tastes like corn on the cob. So I've had these before, so I'm gonna save these for later. But to wash down my prime rib flavored chips, I got this, and I don't know what this is. This is a Nitro Pepsi. This is a nitrogen infused cola. I mean, does this have liquid nitrogen in it? Is it gonna make my tongue freeze and break off? This has smaller bubbles, smoother taste. So let's crack this open. What just happened? It like went. That was weird. Yeah, it made like almost like a gunshot. But let's give this a try and see. Okay, it's foamy. You can see there on the rim, it's got like a little sudsy flavor. Is this like it's supposed to be like a Pepsi that's beer-like? I don't even know. What is this? Yeah, it's definitely different. And I think the difference is in the bubbles. It's got like a smoother taste. It does have a smoother taste because it's almost like the bubbles aren't as big. The bubbles aren't as bubbly. They're like little tiny bubbles. They're foamy. Interesting. Someone explain this to me. I get how it tastes, but why? Why? Anyways, it is time to hit the road. We're gonna see what we can find today as we head westward. So please follow me. So we've stopped off in this lovely little neighborhood in Hyattsville, Maryland to check out the Vanadu house. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Look at this van out front. It's an amazing art car. Now, yeah, this is a folk art environment here at this home. And what makes it interesting is that it belongs to a former art conservator from the Smithsonian. And I can tell you, it actually shows. It actually shows, because this, you know, I've seen a lot of folk art environments. This one seems very much put together. A lot of them do suffer damage in the weather and whatnot, but it seems like this particular environment has been relatively conserved. See, there is a bus right here as well. What does it say there on the top? Wunderblätter? Wunderblätter? What does Wunderblätter mean? But yeah, oh yeah, so many things stuck to this bus here. And just the yard itself is amazing too. Just look at all this detail. You see the faces there. There's a big nose. Oh, there's a sheath or a sickle. It says plague, COVID-19. And wonderful things. There's a woman's face with a duck growing out of it. Let's just take another look at this van here. So much to look at. It's got these big antlers up there. Check out the side here. Big lit up star there. Vases, statues. Oh no, I just noticed a super spooky skull over there. Oh no. Oh no, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. It's a Cupie. Oh, Cupies. Oh, look at that. Look who's driving next to us there. Oh, it's the Vanadu man. Stopped off here in Fairfax County, Virginia. I wanted to stop and visit the Bunnyman Bridge. This Bunnyman Bridge here contains quite a crazy legend connected to it. The legend of the Bunnyman. It is said that a train transporting inmates to a mental asylum, criminally insane inmates being traveled over the top here, over on the train track above the tunnel. And it is said that it crashed and a lot of the inmates escaped. And then one of the inmates was found hanging from the mouth of the bridge here. And he had, in bloody letters written across him, it said, "The Bunnyman." And it is said that the locals would find chewed up rabbits eaten raw here in the area of this bridge. That actually the escaped criminal known as the Bunnyman would actually eat rabbits, gaining him the name of the Bunnyman. And it is said that the Bunnyman can be found still in this area. In the 1970s, there were several sightings of a man in a bunny suit. So in addition to eating bunnies, he also dressed like one. And the man had an axe. He would threaten people. And it said that Bunnyman was very concerned with property rights. He would threaten, tell people you're on private property, you have no right to be here, and threaten them with the axe, setting them running and hiding in fear. And then there still persists a legend. I guess the Bunnyman has transformed into more than escaped inmate who would have been dead by now. He is now almost a supernatural force. The Bunnyman, it is said, if you cross through this bridge on midnight of Halloween, All Hallows Eve, you will be encountered with the spectral figure of Bunnyman swinging his bloody axe at you. So try to avoid walking through this tunnel on Halloween, and you should be okay. There's a very creepy echo here as we travel through the Bunnyman tunnel. I don't see any Bunnyman out here today. I guess maybe that's the only time you get to meet him is when you cross through on All Hallows Eve, and he will show up with a bloody axe in his bloody bunny suit, and he will probably chop your head off. We're gonna stop and get some lunch here. Now this is a fast food restaurant that is not that common. I don't see these too often, the Roy Rogers, but I am a fan, so let's grab some lunch. So Roy Rogers has like fried chicken and burgers, but what I like to get is the roast beef. See, it's a little thicker and a little more flavorful than Arby's, and that is a big lump of beef right there. I like to put a little bit of the barbecue sauce and horseradish on there. All right, there we go. Big old giant roast beef sandwich there. Very good. Because a little bit like Arby's, but I think I like this better. To me, it has more flavor. You know, it's beefier. The cup says, have a cowboy kind of day. We're gonna engage in a little bit of cowboy schniz today. Now I couldn't just drive through White Post, Virginia without stopping here at Dinosaur Land. I love how they use like the Disneyland font there. You can see the mighty dinosaurs there overlooking the highway. Over here you can see the entrance to the park is through this giant toothy dinosaur head. But not only do they have the dinosaurs, they have a 20-foot King Kong, a 60-foot shark, and a 90-foot octopus. It is time to enter Dinosaur Land. It's like we enter through this evil tree here. Oh, it's these spooky trees, much like the trees from Wizard of Oz. How would you like if someone came and picked something off of you? We head through the tree's mouth here and transports us to the land of dinosaurs. You can see this vicious velociraptor right here. And over here by that Dinosaur Land, we have that giant octopus. Look at him peering at us with his wicked eyes over that barbed wire fence. We see his tentacles here extending over and grabbing this poor, unfortunate megalodon shark. You can see the suction cups on the bottom of the tentacles as they wrap around the shark here. And here we have him, the shark. Look at his eyes, his dead eyes. They're black, like a doll's eyes. And they can actually climb in through the shark's mouth there, but it's a little bit easier if you walk over here and step into his gills. And inside the shark's mouth, there actually is a mural of some prehistoric animals. And then this interesting wall here, it almost looks like the inside of a submarine or something.
It's an adorable little Apatosaurus there. So we walk along the path here, we got a, uh-oh. We're on Mammoth Avenue, but a very low-flying pterodon. You have to slip underneath. Whoop! Oh, watch out for his feet. Very cool, old school mammoth there. Look how swirly his tusks are. Now some of the dinosaurs look a little shinier and new than others. This Spinosaurus is very new and shiny. Look at his bright colors. See the little Dimetrodon there just hanging out with his fin. Looks like he's pretty relaxed. Now this is a Protoceratops. It says it was the first of the horned dinosaurs, so I guess this was an early version of the Triceratops before they fully grew their horns. You guys might need to help me with the dinosaur names. This is a Parasaurolophus. Always a fan favorite, Mr. Stegosaurus. There's a Pachycephalosaurus. This is a dinosaur that has like a bony head that he uses to ram people. And this one looks like a crusty old grumpy Pachycephalosaurus. This is Moschops there. Kind of looks and sounds like a Pokemon. Moschops. Here's another shiny dino, the Velociraptor. Ooh, even that shadow looks scary here at the giant T-Rex, the most vicious of all predators. And there's a little baby T-Rex. He's looking at me. Now I mentioned when I visited the Smithsonian that a popular scene is the T-Rex devouring Triceratops. So this is some ways like Triceratops revenge. You see the Triceratops actually goring the T-Rex and the T-Rex screaming in agony. So yes, the Triceratops gets revenge. Here's an epic battle here, the Titanosaurus versus the Tyrannosaurus. You can see the epic fight as the T-Rex there tries to bite his neck off. Looks like he's already taken a big chunk out of his side. You can actually see his ribs poking through. That's not good. And we gotta pass under through this giant battle right here. Now this is the vicious Apatosaurus. If you look closely, you can see his teeth and tongue covered in blood as he devours this Megalosaurus that he just knocked over and chewed to pieces. You can see his long neck resting against this tree, defeated with blood drizzling out of his mouth. Here's a very large Brachiosaurus reaching up, eating some leaves. It's another Pachycephalosaurus. Looks like he is sinking into the ground, maybe part of the La Brea tar pits. Now this is a Styracosaurus. We saw the Protoceratops, which hadn't sprouted any horns. We saw the Triceratops, which had 3 horns. This guy, he's got all the horns. There sure was a lot of epic super violence back in the dinosaur days. You can see this dinosaur here just devouring that poor pterodactyl. Here's their Dilophosaurus, and they went no frills, not wearing the frills that were invented for the Jurassic Park movie, but that may just be because this particular dinosaur statue was probably made before Jurassic Park came out. Here's the Yaleosaurus over there under that tree. Wonder if he went to Yale. Here is the armored Ankylosaurus there. See, he was completely covered in armor. He had a mace for a tail that he would use to smash his enemies with. And look at his big smile. This is a Tylosaurus, one of the old school sea monsters. This is a Psittacarus? Psittacosaurus. Psittacosaurus. Says he was known as the parrot lizard. I can definitely see why they called him the parrot lizard. He does look like an evil parrot. Here's a Polacanthus. There's a very spiny dinosaur. Here's the Triceratops. We've seen all his different family members. He's probably the most famous, with his 3 pointy horns always being eaten alive by the Tyrannosaurus. Now you can be my bodyguard and I can be your long lost pal. I can call you Betty, and Betty, you can call me Allosaurus. There's a king cobra, but man, that is one big freaking cobra. Praying mantis. This is also an insect of our times. Here we have a giant mantis. Struthiomimus here, keeping a very close eye on his eggs. And the iguanodon, made famous by Dinosaur the Ride at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And here's one of my favorites, the Mylodon. This is a species of ground sloth there. You can see his tongue sticking out of his mouth there. Now, the first time I visited here, he was actually covered in fur. And actually, you can see some of his fur here. But I guess that had worn away over the years being out in the elements. They've given him a pretty solid paint job, but I still think he's amazing. But the main event here at Dinosaur Land is this. You walk up the ramp and get your picture taken in the paw of King Kong.
Don't, Kong! Don't eat me!
This Kong is so huge. Look how tiny that airplane is in his hand. Oh, what a mighty Kong. Up on top of that tree, there's a pterodactyl nest. See the mama pterodactyl. And there's little baby pterodactyls looking up. This guy here's not labeled, but he is pretty scary looking. Now, I've had some people asking about gas prices because of the events occurring internationally. And so I've stopped here at the Sheets. It looks like their regular gas is $4.15. That's definitely a significant jump. Again, I am in the state of Virginia, so definitely a noticeable increase in gas prices. All right, we'll open up the hatch, pick regular, and fill her up. And watch the numbers climb.
A big part of that commitment means doing all we can to keep them safe and healthy as sheep. We'll keep our
So there we go, 12 gallons for $50.76.
So as far as gas prices go, I mean, I have to travel in order to keep this channel going. This channel is my only source of income, so not traveling is not that big of an option for me. You know, I can handle this. I can, you know, I always, just as far as gas prices go, it's just something I have to deal with because I have to keep going. Of course, none of us know the future. Things could get completely out of control as far as gas goes. I may have to tweak things here and there, but one way or the other, we will keep this channel rolling.
we've stopped off here just right across the West Virginia state line to Fantasy Farm, also known as the Farnham Fantasy Farm. You can see the hippo and elephant heads up there at the top. And there appears to be a collapsed Santa at the bottom. And look at this, it says it's Unger, West Virginia's only amusement park. Yeah, I can't think of another single amusement park here in Unger, West Virginia. Here in front of the farmhouse, you can see Ranger Smith and Boo Boo, and I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Yogi Bear's girlfriend there. No sight of Yogi right now. And just look at this. It is the world's largest private collection of fiberglass giants. This here is a Big John. It's part of the mascot for the Big John grocery store chain. You could sit outside with the two giant bags of groceries. It says adopt, don't shop. I guess he's for adopting animals. It also says be kind to animals, don't eat them. Peace and love to pets. Looks like he's got dog and cat food there in his bags. In the middle we have a classic muffler man wearing a crown there. He's actually carrying a muffler. You'd be surprised how few muffler men actually carry mufflers. He's also got a Midas crown there. And next to him, there you have a Uniroyal gal. This one has got some tattoos, a shiny purple bikini. The muffler men and the Uniroyal gal is kind of the two classic roadside giants. She, of course, was used to advertise Uniroyal tires. And then we have the giant surfer dude here. I don't know the history behind him. Don't know if he advertised anything in particular. He does have some really cool swim trunks with a flamingo on them. Got sunglasses, and I don't know if he's drinking some sort of beer there. And back there in the back, we have another muffler man, the Bunyan type or lumberjack style of muffler man. Up there, there's some sort of pterodactyl and a bald eagle. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the rules are here. I don't want to just wander off into someone's backyard, but there's no signs. There's no trespassing signs, but there's also no come on in signs either. But looking back in there looks to be some sort of roller coaster in their backyard. I'm gonna walk over here and see if we can maybe get a little bit of a peek at the backyard. Okay, this is pretty amazing. There is an old broke down roller coaster in the backyard, but they got different cars on it. It says Farnham Farm Express there on those roller coaster carts. They got the clown trash can heads as riders on the roller coaster. And over there we have the Simpsons on the roller coaster. The family is looks like they're terrified. Never good to have two cars that close on a roller coaster. Also, there's like a giant Jack-in-the-Box version of Santa Claus in the middle of the roller coaster. I think I see a Sinclair dinosaur back there. So some good stuff in this private collection here. So a really awesome collection out here, kind of in the middle of nowhere, West Virginia.
Thank you for joining me today as we cross through the states of Maryland, Virginia, and finally into West Virginia. I'm gonna keep traveling westward. Just kind of meander a little bit, not try to go maybe not too fast. Maybe stop and smell the roses a little bit as we travel westward, where we'll be in St. Louis by the 17th to attend Transworld, the haunted house convention, one of my favorite events of the year. So excited about that, but we're gonna meander our way in that direction, and hopefully you guys will enjoy following my travels along the way. If you like this channel, please subscribe. It'll let you know when new videos are coming out. I do videos about every day. I do take an occasional day off here and there. I've traveled the 48 continental United States, filming roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun things. I'm continuing traveling and documenting kind of my day-by-day journeys. And if you'd like to help support the channel in other ways, consider donating to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. We're also now selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop. Keep an eye out because there may be an enamel pin popping up there before too long. Another one. There's 4 currently available. Maybe a 5th pin debuting within the next little bit. All that information is in the description of this video, and all that helps keep this train on the tracks, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, until tomorrow morning, this one's in the bag.